Hi friends, thanks so much for being here. In this video, I'll announce a secret project. It is time for another readathon, and this time it is inspired by the Ministry of Magic. Some of you may know that Tabby, also known as Gryffindor Bookworm, and myself hosted a readathon a little bit over a year ago now. It was called the Tri-Wizardathon, and it was inspired by Harry Potter and the Tri-Wizard Tournament. And it turned out to be a big success. So we kind of felt that we needed to do another one. So this time we created the Unspeakathon, no speaking aloud, just reading, in which you'll be applying for the job of an Unspeakable. This all takes place at the Ministry of Magic, specifically the Department of Mysteries. You'll be reading your way through a number of rooms, and each room with different challenges. The goal is to acquire skill points, and with these skill points you can become an Unspeakable. That is, if you survive all the rooms and maybe even a secret room. Even talking about it now, I'm getting like more and more excited. So today I want to give you a little sneak peek of the guidebook, because yes, we created another beautiful guidebook, and this would not have been possible if we didn't have the best graphic designer, one of my dear friends, Lara, and she is honestly so good at these things and she helped us out a lot. And yes, this will be another month-long readathon. The order in which I'm showing you the rooms is not the journey you are going to take, because there will be an interactive element that will take you through your unique journey. That is something you'll get to find out once you start the readathon. Room number one is the love room. I really love this design. So we have 4 prompts in each of the rooms, and as you can see, we have 10, 20, 30 and 40 skill points. So you can either choose the highest or choose multiple prompts. You decide. A book with the love triangle trope, a book with a spicy romance, you know what I mean, a book that your loved one chooses. So this can either be your partner, your mom, your dad, your cat. If a loved one chooses it for you, you have to read it. And for the 40 skill points, a book that is most loved. And this has to be a Goodreads Choice Award. Moving on to room number 2, the brain room. And this design was actually inspired by Mina Lima. I think Lara did an amazing job on this one. For the 10 skill points, you have to read a book from a memorable author. So this is either an author that you have read a lot from, or just someone that you still remember to this day. Basically an author that has really made an impression on you. For 20, a book that increases one's brain power. So this can either be a self-help book, a study book, or just a book that lets you learn something. A book with memory loss. If it has memory loss in it, you can pick it. And then for the 40 skill points, 4 + 2 × 350p. Figure it out. Just figure it out. That's all I'm gonna say. Room number 3 is the space room. You can read a sci-fi book, a book with planets on the cover, a book with a character that travels between worlds, and for the 40 skill points, you have to read a book faster than the speed of light, which means you have to read at least 250 pages within 10 hours. You can do it. Moving on to room number 4, the time room. For 10 points, read a book from your past, also known as a childhood favorite. A book that was lost in time, check your TBR. A book that has a dual timeline for 30 points. And for 40 skill points, 3 turns should do it. Buddy read for at least 3 hours with a person from a different time zone. Then room number 5 is the death room. I mean, look at that arch. A book from an author beyond the veil. So this is an author that has passed. A book that is seriously haunting. A book with a deadly title. So this could be the word death in the title or deadly, but it could also be something maybe with poison in the title, anything that is deadly. And for 40 skill points, a book that was banished to the other side. For this one, you need to look up a banned books of 2022. We thought this would be like all the bad, like really bad books, but funnily enough, in a lot of countries or even states in the US, books that are just really popular are banned, like ACOTAR. So just look up the list, doesn't matter in which country, and try to find one. And then for room number 6, the Prophecy Room, again, love the colors, a book with white and silver on the cover. We chose this one because in the books, this room is described with a lot of orbs that are white and silver. Read a 5-star prediction for 30 skill points, a book with a prophecy in it. And then the final prompt, broaden your mind, a book from your least favorite genre. So based on the skill points you've acquired so far, you'll get a certain story, a result. And based on that result, you'll either get to go home or to the final secret room. Because it is so secret, I sadly cannot tell you guys about it at this point. I guess you'll just have to join us on this readathon. So when will the Unspeakathon begin? It will begin on the 1st of March and it will take the entire month, so until the 31st of March midnight. Then the Unspeakathon will end and you will find out if you have become an Unspeakable. Tabby and I worked really hard on this, Lara as well, and we really hope you guys will enjoy this. And of course, later on in the month, I will show you guys my TBR video, and Tabby will also be releasing videos for the Unspeakathon. So be sure to check out her channel as well. I will leave the link in my description. For now, I'm just really excited that it is finally happening again. In case you guys want to support us, we both have Patreon. You can just make it a one-time thing or a recurring thing. If you feel like this is something you are going to enjoy, then consider supporting us, or at least joining us, because that is the most important. Join us on this readathon. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and let's stay in touch.